Hello, I'm Emilia from Healthy Story, and today we'll talk about what we need to develop in ourselves in order to have a very good relationship. Very often we focus on what traits we want to have in our partner, or where to find the perfect partner, where to find a partner that will have the same interests as us, and a character that we like, and physical qualities that we like. So most of the focus when it comes to relationships is on the person, on the other person, not on ourselves. And what I've realized and what I've seen also in other people is that, of course, the partner matters, who the partner is matters, but what matters even more is who we are and what we bring in this relationship. Because every partnership is 50% responsibility of each partner. So, of course, I'm 100% responsible for my 50%, and the other person is 100% responsible for his 50%. But if I focus on only what the partner brings into the relationship and I ignore what I bring into the relationship, then the relationship will most probably not work at all. So what I realized recently, I've been to a gorgeous workshop, and there we did very gorgeous experiential exercises, I'd say. Experiences. So from this workshop and also from my personal experience, I realized that in order to have a very good relationship, you need to have three things. First, you need to learn how to accept yourself. Second, you need to have good boundaries. And third, you need to learn to say things directly. So why you need to accept yourself so that you can have a very good partnership? Well, if you have things that you can't accept in yourself, chances are you will attract a partner who has the same or similar traits. And for sure, since you can't accept those traits in yourself, you won't be able to accept them in your partner as well. And also, if you strive for perfection, if you think that you have to be perfect all the time and you don't accept your imperfections, then you can't accept the imperfections of your partner as well. And of course, this creates a lot of conflicts because you will start demanding from your partner to be perfect. And of course, he can't because he's a human being. And as all of us human beings, we have imperfections, and that's perfectly normal. So, in order to be able to accept the partner as he is, we need to learn how to accept ourselves first. And until we haven't done that, we can't have a great relationship. Because we'll be constantly criticizing and demanding things that the other person can't do because he's a person and it's normal to be imperfect. The second thing, boundaries. Okay, recently there is a lot of literature, a lot of articles about boundaries. Many people work on their boundaries, how to say no when they want to say no, how to say yes when they want to say yes. And this is very important because if I want to say no and I say yes because I feel like I'm obliged to say yes, afterwards I will get angry at that person who made me say yes. So it's better to be honest, to say no, I don't want to do this. And then you have inner peace, you feel good with yourself, but then also the other person will know what's okay with you and what's not. Because it really feels very, very bad when someone does something. So you ask them, do you want to do this? They say yes, and then you find out that actually the person wanted to say no, but didn't say it and then got angry with you. So it's better to say no and be honest and say yes and just force yourself into something you don't want to do. And same with yes, like a lot of us feel kind of shy, they don't want to disturb the other person. So even for small things like, do you want a cup of tea? And you might feel like, yes, I want a cup of tea, but then you say, no problem, I'm good, no worries. Why? It's okay to say, yes, I want a cup of tea, or yes, I want a piece of cake, But this is one of the aspects of boundaries, I would say, and maybe it's the more popular one. The other aspect of good boundaries is to be able to accept the boundaries of other people. Because, okay, I might have worked through the issue of saying no. I can say no. But when I ask something from another person and they say no, right, and I start behaving like a little child, like I want to do it, or I want it, or I get angry at the person because they told me no, then what boundaries are these, right? This means I haven't done my work there. I need to work more on boundaries, because it has two sides. Me saying no, me saying yes, and then me accepting the no and the yes of another person. And this is extremely important for relationships. And the third aspect, the third trait, is being able to say things directly. Very often they say that women just wait for men to guess what they want. So they don't say directly, they just wait for the man to guess what they want. And if the man doesn't guess, it's like, you have a problem, and they get angry at them. But also men do the same. Very often they don't say directly, they just wait for the woman to guess. And this almost never happens. So that's why when I want something, it's better for me to say it directly. Of course, in a way that the person doesn't feel obliged to do it, but in a way that I would like this, I would like that, and then being open to receive either yes or no. Because nobody is obliged to always say yes to us, but we're allowed to say what we would like. And the other thing about saying things directly, sometimes there are things that piss us off, make us angry, and really make us feel unhappy. And when you think that, oh, this is such a small thing, I shouldn't pay attention to this, I shouldn't pay attention to that, it builds up, and at some point we'll get so angry, and we'll get so cold towards the other person that it's very difficult to repair this, right? So it's easier to say, okay, I don't like when you put the cup on the cupboard without anything below it, and then the cupboard gets damaged. Or I don't like when you put the dishes on the floor. Or I don't like when you just leave the dirty dishes on the sink for days or so on. So it's easier to say it straight away, directly, when something bothers you, than just, oh, okay, it's not a big deal, it's fine. And then comes the second thing, and the third thing, and the fourth thing. And you will be like, oh, no, it's fine, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. And then when there is the 10th thing that annoys you, chances are that you will start shouting, right? You will like explode, and the other person will wonder, like, what happened? Where did that come from, right? So don't let this build up. Directly, say directly when something bothers you, and say directly when you want something. So those are the 3 things that we all need in order to have a great relationship. Accept yourself, have good boundaries by saying no, saying yes, and accepting no and yes from the other person, and also say things directly. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.